Hello and welcome. This is gonna be the last stream before the GP. I'm gonna be flying to Austin tomorrow to answer your to answer your question, Paco. But yeah, so I'm going to be playing some version of Amulet to nobody's surprise. So I'm trying to figure out the last couple of slots. I've been digging this 30 land list a lot. So it's very likely that I will be playing some version of this. However, whether I'm going to be doing 3 Explorers and Rex Sage in the main deck, or just like the 4 Explorer and just basically concede the match to a Karn the Great Creator that gets an Ascension Bridge. That doesn't sound that exciting of an idea, but like that might be better in order to help overall consistency. But yeah, there are a couple of cards that I want to test in the Cyber, so that's what I'm going to be doing today mostly. I want to really test Beast Within. I'm going to see whether I want to play. I'm playing 2 copies right now because I might. Because I just want to draw it basically. But if I'm gonna play this card, I'm probably just gonna play 1 copy at most. But Force of Vigor is also pretty important because like even right now the Urza decks have started playing Blood Moon in the sideboard. Cause yeah, that just sucks. Just play Oko for bridge. Yeah. So Oko does answer the Broco does answer the bridge, but you have to naturally draw it, right? Like this, we can actually pact for. So if the idea is to answer bridge specifically, then Reclamation Sage is a significantly better answer because we have virtual 5 copies of it, whereas Oko we would need to naturally draw, and as a 1 or 2 off, it's not really that likely. Um, you know, you know how it is. Think I'm joining the Ursa Dark side this weekend. Oh man, oh Sammy, come on, you can't be telling me this. Feels so bad. It's really funny. Like the other day, I played against a mono red Prowess player, and I think I killed him on like turn two game. I think I killed him on turn one, on turn three on game one, and on turn two on game two. And after that, he sends me a tweet saying, "Hey, I was your Prowess opponent that you killed on turn two and turn three. You just changed my mind, and I'm gonna play Amulet in Austin." I'm like, "Yep, winning on so many levels." That's my buddy Connor. Yeah, there you go. That was hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to be there Friday. I mean, at the site, I'm gonna be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I think there are some events. I still need to look at the side event schedule and stuff. But if there's like a PTQ or something, I am definitely going to be playing on Friday. Uh, yeah, we can't keep this. We can keep this though. It does need some help, but it's fine. It's not an incredible hand. I mean, it's virtually a multiply. Maybe I should have shipped this, honestly. Now that I'm thinking about this in retrospect, maybe I should have shipped this. Fortunately, I'm a professional. All right, tighten off the top, and we win on turn 3 easy. I'm bringing my 800 amulet cards just because, yeah, I'm kind of doing the same thing. I have my amulet box here. Um, Pog. Oh man, it's nice to be this good, you know. I'm going to play around Mana Leak here. We do die to Remand though. If we play around Mana Leak, we die to Remand. So I think I'm going to play around Remand. Actually, my opponent went turn 1 Snowcover Island, turn 2 Snowcover Forest. Are they more likely to play Remand or Mana Leak? I think they're more likely to play Mana Leak. How do I get as lucky as me? I don't know. Practice, I guess. I think they're more likely to play Mana Leak, right? Yeah, I'm gonna choose to play around Mana Leak. We might die here. We might just die here, but that's probably okay. I'm choosing my fate. Oh. Well, that makes things easy. That makes things very easy now. So we get... I guess we just go for it, right? Sun Home Vesuva. My opponent can flash in a Quaddle and block. And they would go down to 1. But then they still die to... They still kind of just die next turn. And yeah, there's the Quaddle, that's fine. Opponent will go down to 1, and unless they're playing main deck Blood Moon or main deck Damping Sphere, we should have this covered. Oko doesn't do anything. And there's no way that they can... Yeah, they can't Cryptic bounce my land, so we were fine. Easy! No cowards. No, we're not. Just jam. We're not cowards in this stream. Alright, give me those disputes, give me those explosives, give me them trackers and beast within. Watch them go Mountain Bloodman. Yeah, that would have sucked. Who would win? 116, 10 6 double strike? Yeah. I think that we answered that question. Apparently the 10-6 double striking Trampler is better than the 1-1. We figured that out. I'm expecting... It's possible that my opponent's playing Renan 6 in their deck, so I'm siding out Scouts. This is the problem of when you win on turn 2. Like, you just don't get enough, get enough information about your opponent's deck. So we're kind of, going blind here. But it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Why am I still playing Bailoff? Because I'm expecting an aggro match. Chase Snyder, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. The reason I'm playing Bailoff is because I'm expecting a lot of... Nice, this is a perfect hand. I'm expecting a lot of aggro in Austin. Apparently, it's a very aggressive metagame over there. This isn't convincing me to play the GP anymore, so... So I guess you are a coward then. Come on. Alright, once upon a time into Burning Pool. Bad beats. Alright, so I can't stop the Oko. And my opponent did not use Bubble, so yeah, so I'm facing Oko or Urza or worse. Or nothing. Okay. Just play our Breeding Pool and take things easy. Texas is always full of mountain, yep. That's what I heard. Just want to play sweet green dudes. Like, what the hell do you think this is? These are sweet green dudes. Like some big sweet green dudes. Ready for the Knoxville Open this weekend? Either going to be taking this list or the bug field list with a Rexation the sideboard over the 4th trophy. Yeah, I did not really love that bug list, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what I would do there. So we can go for it here. But we can get God by counter magic. There's basically no reason for me to play into it because next turn I can just simply jam a Titan and that's it. Like my opponent's not doing anything. And next turn I can play a Titan with Dispute up, so any feelings on the Beast Within? So far, I have been kind of man it, draw it often, but I haven't cast it that often. That's why I'm playing 2 copies, because I want to draw it often and see what happens. But yeah, honestly, I have not tested it enough, honestly. So we can jam a Titan here with Dispute mana up. Opponent has 5 mana, so they will need to have 2 pieces. Case Heroes with the subscription. Welcome back. Thank you for sharing that Twitch Prime love here in the channel. Really appreciate it. It's mostly, the thing about Beast Within is mostly that it answers Ashiok, which can be very hard to answer for us. We can continue taking it easy. Like, my opponent is just making tokens with this Gilded Gears, but that doesn't really achieve anything. Alternatively, we can pact for... We can pact for Azusa here, which would give us a ton of mana. I'm trying to think what would happen, because my opponent can bounce my land and all sorts of nonsense. I think I'm just going to jam a Titan here with counter magic up. And if my opponent doesn't have 2 pieces of counter magic, we're going to win. Yeah, so my opponent's gonna need to have like their own dispute. Oh, good to know about that. Good to know about that, especially for game 3. If we get the... Oh, my opponent's flashing in the Ice Fan Quaddle. Yeah. Well, my opponent is dead now. Got 2 of those. I mean, I'm not even sure we can actually go for it there, because my opponent can just tap my team. But the thing is that if they tap my team, like, they just die next turn anyway, right? So I had 2 Titans in play. Yeah, I think I would have gone for it anyway. Anyway, easy. Yeah, that has been kind of like a worrisome thing. Like, the fact that now Urza is playing Blood Moons in the cyber, that's kind of big game. Did somebody ask for some jam? Oh, yeah. I guess that we figure out that the correct line is always to jam. Because it's been working out. Did I miscounter that we have 2 Titans worth of mana? Yes, but I would have had to pact for the Azusa, which can potentially leave me in an awkward spot. Huh. How do we like this hand? It's pretty damn slow, but it's kind of robust. And if we're playing against an aggro deck, we have a Radiant Fountain. Okay, I'm feeling it. You know when sometimes you just feel it? If you're scared judges on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, in the event, if I am playing this list, I'm going to be playing one Beast Within, one Green Force, right? This is because I want to draw the Beast Within, and I want to see how good it is when I draw it. Because otherwise, I'm simply not going to play the Beast Within, period, right? So that's why I'm doing this. There's basically, unless I find out that Beast Within is just like absurd, there's no way I'm going to be playing two Beast Withins in Austin. Also, I actually do need to find my third mystical dispute. I only have 2 copies of this card, so I'm gonna I'm gonna need to send some bad signals there to to try to find somebody that can hook me up. If it's a lot of rolls, I'll bring you this. I like that. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, that's awesome. Much appreciated. You should issue different arts of Beast Within. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think that there's. Are there the 2 Beast Within arts in Moto? Because I don't know if it's like a Beast Within. Oh yeah, there are the 2 arts. Alright, too bad. Too late for that. Hopefully my opponent goes red land right here. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, they milled themselves. Phew. I'm only facing 4 power on turn 1. That's kind of sick, actually. I like that art. Give me a green source. Never lucky. Just basically the unluckiest. Uh-oh. Wow, they really whiffed on this on this glimpse. Wow, that's like the worst glimpse ever. Brutal. Okay, so we're gonna start with Explore here. Okay. Well, this is good now, because I can play Scout plus Field, and I can Titan next turn. Yeah. Hey, Mulder, how's it going? Thank you for that Twitch Prime sub. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome back to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the continued support. Just don't have a removal spell. Just play an Angler or something irrelevant. Yeah, there we go. Good guy opponent. Just don't shock. Cool. Alright. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Alright. Prime Boy time. It is prime time, baby. It is prime time. So we have Field in play. So what we can do is we can get Garrison and Vesuva. Vesuva can copy one of my opponent's lands. I get 2 Sombos. Then I bounce the Vesuva and I can replay it next turn as either a copy of Radiant Fountain or Field of the Dead. I guess my opponent doesn't want to see it. Alright. No, there's no reason for us to get bog right there because my opponent just doesn't have anything that it's worth bogging. So getting bog there doesn't really make much sense. Do I want Sage or not? I guess I don't really. I think I'd rather have these members. Let's do something like this. I'm bogging just to assert dominance. I mean, assert dominance is pretty high value, but it doesn't mean it's correct. Sure. Being on the play is gonna be kind of pretty rough here. Like if we were on the play, this hand would be just the nuts basically. But since we are on the draw, this hand is a little bit more awkward. And that's a massive whiffsky. I'm gonna actually get the only untapped land that I have access to here. Feels real bad, but I think I have to. Because this is what's gonna allow me to Azusa on 3. And I'm going to prioritize getting Mystical Dispute in play because of Fashiok. That's a crab. That's a problem. That's a whiff. As long as there's no Venge Vine, I think we should be fine. No Vine. No Vine. Cool. Yeah, so this has been my experience with this deck, honestly. It's pretty inconsistent in this. Since your opening hand basically does not matter. Huh. Yeah, I guess it's better for us to do this. I guess I do this in upkeep. Since your opening hand doesn't really matter, it can have situations like this where you're just like spinning your wheels and not doing anything. I was talking with a friend about the coming bans, and we both agree. Oh yeah, we're definitely disputing this. And we both agree to Oko ban. He mentioned Field and Urza should also have the knife. What do you think? No, it's. I think it's fine. I think that Urza is fine basically. As long as there's no Oko as well. I think that the main problem is actually Oko. What's better? I guess it's better for me to play the Sanctuary here. I guess we can get... Yeah, actually, I immediately regret doing this because my opponent could have Damping Sphere. Another glimpse. All right. For a Mul to 5, their hand was very, very good. But yeah, basically, if Ursa goes back to being just like the Ursa style deck, it is much more manageable. The problem that makes Ursa completely OP is Oko, in my opinion. If they don't Field, that would be kind of funny and sad. I mean, we were fine without Field, right? So it's not going to be that big of a deal for us. I mean, yes, Field is great for us, obviously, but... So if I play as Sousa, I can't once upon until next turn. Which means I can't Titan. So I guess that the only way for me to Titan next turn is to once upon here, find a forest. And we whiffed. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, so I can't even copy my opponent's Vesuva. That's so brutal. I can't even copy my opponent's for the Catacombs, I mean. Wow. Okay, so I guess we're gonna lose here. I certainly was not expecting to lose this one. Can I save myself in any way? I guess I need to top deck Basic Forest. And I can Titan, but I can't make zombies, so it still doesn't really matter. It would be okay to never print field, but since it printed, I can't live with that. I can see them playing Modern for a moment. If they ban it, that's definitely not gonna be a thing. I don't think that field is that important for our game plan, honestly. Field is definitely nice to have. Like, it's not Tolera West, right? Like, if they, for whatever reason, they ban Tolera West, it's just like, we can't play our deck anymore. But field is just like one of those things that it's nice to have, but if they ban it for whatever reason, it's kind of whatever for us. Oh, they have trophy here? Yeah, they have trophy. Field is only permanent right now because it's one of the few threats that Oko can touch, though. Yep. Yeah, we're dead here. We really whiffed on both Once Upon a Times. Both Once Upon a Times were a massive whiff. Yep, there's nothing I can do. I needed to draw an amulet. If I had drawn an amulet, we had a shot. Although I'm pretty sure that my opponent has an Assassin's Trophy over there, so would have probably died anyway. Alright, let's try this again. Keep it the same. Take game 3 out of the play. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan right now. I remember saying how bad the card that needs 7 different land names is. I mean, considering the amount of one-offs that we play, Field kind of made sense. In the beginning, it felt pretty win more. And if you see like my early testing with the deck, you will see that Field was consistently just that. It was consistently a win more card, which is the reason why I didn't think it was very good. But the more that I played with it, the more that I just kept running into situations. This is a great keep, by the way. I kept running into situations that were actually very relevant. So I think I'm actually going to bottom the Dispute here, because it doesn't really fit in our curve. And it doesn't really achieve anything for us. Opponent is down to 5. So we're going to go turn 2 Azusa into Scout. That's a crab. Dismember. Hoop. Yeah. Gonna do Sanctuary. Azusa. I guess it would have been better for me to bounce the Simic so I don't show them another card, right? It's fine though. All right, opponent, what you got? If they have Thoughtseize, that would be brutal, actually. Second crab, okay. That's a very strong multiply from my opponent. They're gonna get to mill 12 here? That's so many. CrabVine doesn't ever win turn 3 Titan in my experience, even with the crab. Yeah, I mean, the fact that we have access to Bog, right? It's kind of a big deal. But again, if they have Thoughtseize here, I think they might be able to win. It's a lot of mills. Whoo! Immediately getting 2 Crippin Chills and a Vengevine. God damn. It's pretty good. Second Vengevine. Alright, things are getting problematic. So double Amalgam, double Vine. If they have a 1-drop here, wow, that's insane! That's a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Alright. Holy crab. uh, amusing. Mildly amusing. Now, a bog doesn't do anything here. The only thing that it does is it potentially stops. What's his name? Gourmet Gangler. But I don't really care about a Gourmet Gangler. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to 10 here. It's a lot of Amalgam triggers. No, I don't think Bog is very good in this matchup, actually. I think that can be pretty deceptive. I don't think that Bog it's particularly great in this matchup, as it is against Dredge. I mean, unless my opponent has Force of Negation plus blue card, we're probably still going to be in fine shape. I guess they could also have... They could also have... Assassin's Trophy. I think we're going to be okay here, though. So here we haste Titan, we bounce Fountain, and we replay it. That's our last land. As I said, I don't really care about Bojuka Bog, so I'm going to get Toluria West plus Field here. And we can make one more zombie. They can chomp with the supplier and get some more value that way. And if they mill something very, very good, maybe with the Hedron Crafts, then we might be in trouble. But we can cover multiple Vengevines. We don't care about Amalgams. We basically only care about Crypt and Chills. And they need a lot of them. Alright, that's a Gravecrawler that doesn't do anything. Yeah, we're good, and we have lethal for next turn. Hey, Class Scrapers, how's it going? No, we couldn't double Titan there. Alright, continue the mill thing. Damn, Double Crab is really explosive. They're gonna mill like 2/3 of their deck. That's crazy. It's another Narcomoeba, more Gravecrawlers. That's another Vengevine. We can block that, and that's it. So they just have 2 Gravecrawlers and a Vengevine, and only 19 cards left in their deck. They can Assassin's Trophy the prime time, but that doesn't matter. Basically, the only thing that would matter is if my opponent has Damping Sphere, which I didn't play around, but I don't think that we could afford to. Imagine having Hogak, you could double field it. That's a Gravecrawler. That is another Gravecrawler. Okay, so Does my opponent have lethal? They don't have lethal. There's no way, right? There's no way they have lethal through my zombies. Alright, sweet. Yeah, even double tightening doesn't really help me because I can only haste one of them, right? And at that point I have 2 packs to pay for instead of just one, which makes things even more awkward for us. So even if I could have double tighten, I wouldn't have because it doesn't really help me out much. Uh, they have only one black mana. They do have a solid amount of blockers though. So we transmute. That's 1, 2, 3 land drops. We transmute. We can transmute and haste, which seems pretty good. Yeah, naturally drawing this this Radiant Fountain was actually pretty huge. Hey, I don't think far enough ahead to realize double packed. Hey, Doctor, you gotta try at least, you know. That's what I do. I try. It's crazy how my opponent mulliganed to 5, but yet they still have 2 cards in hand, right? That's pretty crazy, honestly. That's a great use of this Sakapa emote, by the way. I actually do when I play. That's fun. Just messing with you. All right. Amulet can be a silly card sometimes. Amulet can be a real silly card. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess I need to play this one more time. You like to meme? Who doesn't like to meme? Primeval boy. So we're gonna get second field, and what can we get? We get a concession. Sweet. My friend doesn't like to mean. He plays blue-white control. Oh wow, rough. Rough. It takes a particular stomach to play blue-white control. Nah, to be fair, I actually do enjoy playing control. The problem is like the ferry is like 60 tickets. And I'm not paying 60 tickets for a Teferi. Especially when I need like 2 or 3. I actually think that the band control deck is legit. We're playing against another streamer, the Willhole Exp. I guess we have to ship this hand, unfortunately. We need a land, and we also need a Titan. That seems like a little bit too much. We can do better on 6. You see? We do better on 6. Keep. We bottom this prime time. We find a bounce land off of this once upon a time, and then we have a turn to kill. Alright. Once upon a time, find a green bounce land. Easy. if my opponent lets the once upon a time resolve. The Wivski. Castle actually allows me to play a Titan even if I find Bordos Garrison, so I think it's correct for me to get the castle. I know that there was a Radiant Fountain there, but still looking for that bounce land. Alright, slide up the stage. You're probably going to find a land or something else. Oh yeah, that's good for them. That's actually very good for them. Alright, bounce land. Never lucky. Gonna play the Scout mostly as a chump blocker / diversion. Again, we need a bounce land to win this game. We cannot win this game without a bounce land, so we're like just chilling here. And thanks to the Azusa, we can. Oof, crash through is so good there. Wow. Lavadar too? Gross. Itachi-san44, thank you. Thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Love your stream and learning the deck. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you're learning the deck. The deck's great. Tons of fun. We're still in the same spot. Still, oh, wow, all the crash throughs. That card is so freaking good in that deck. What does Crash Through do? It gives all the creatures trample and it draws a card. And it triggers Prowess, which is, of course, the biggest deal. If my opponent has a Lightning Bolt, I'm down to 7 and I die, so I guess I actually have to chump block here. Hey Asgard, how's it going? Again, we're still in the same scenario, right? Like the only way that we win here is, I guess now we can find an ETB tapped green source also gives us the game. That's not it. That is not it. We have a ton of draws that just win the game on the spot. Ton of draws that just win the game on the spot. That's lethal. Yep. That's brutal. We had a ton of draws that just give us the game on the spot. That wouldn't have been one. That wouldn't have been one either. No, no. Yes, there we go. We only need to survive 5 more turns and we would have gotten there. Brutal. All right. Baloth. I guess we don't really want Beast Within in this matchup, huh? Can take out the Ghost Squatter. Take out the Scouts. Let's take it from there. Man, that game really sucked. That game really, really sucked. But we're so close. This is why this game very clearly represented why more people don't play Amulet. Like whenever it's crazy how we were super close to actually win the game on turn 2, but we didn't get there, so we just died without doing literally anything. We just cast 2 1-mana artifacts that did nothing, a 1/1 and 2 1/2s. That's all we did, and then we died. So those are the matchups. Those are the matches that the newer Amulet players do tend to remember. I think I think the first one I heard saying this was Patrick Sullivan, of course. So his delivery was significantly better than mine, but like that is kind of the point. We have amulet, cantrip, multiple pieces of interaction. Hmm. I guess I'm gonna get the forest here, which allows me to amulet on 1, which allows me to take less damage on turn 2. That's Taylor. Okay. So we're gonna dismember this immediately. Exile it to the block trigger for value. Not that it really matters against this deck. Oh, they had another one. Feels bad, man. Well, at least now we can copy our own Bojuki Bog. So someone played Amulet last night and they packed it for an Asusa, went to cast Asusa on turn 2 and it got countered, so they lost the game. That's games you remember. Yeah, exactly. Um, I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. This is where I'm gonna dismember. Yeah. You see how less effective this card is when my opponent does not have a creature in play, and that's why I risk bringing in a card like Dismember in a matchup that it's pretty much terrible for it, right? Like the fact that we drew all 3 Dismembers is actually kind of lucky. Now I get to get full value from my Dismember. So we get to once upon a time to have more information before I choose what to bounce here. And we find Castle. Castle doesn't really help me, right? So I'm gonna bounce Bojuki Bog. I'm gonna bounce Vesua, I guess. And I guess I do want the Radiant Fountain to still be in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. But I'm not gonna go to play Castle. Okay, so I guess I'm actually gonna get the Radiant Fountain here. Opponent's gonna remember this is members. Maybe. Maybe. So if we find a green bounce, we're in a good spot. Because we get to Titan 1 turn earlier. Ah, it's an issue though. Never mind, we're fine. We're not gonna be able to haste, unfortunately, though. Which actually kinda sucks. We have a lot of options here. I think I'm going to Simic Growth T-West and transmute for a Summoner's Pact right now. Since we can't trigger field, this uses our mana much more efficiently, sets up for next turn, and actually allows me to chomp this Reveler if I have to. which it looks like I'm going to. Unless my opponent has 2 more bolts here, which would be just disgusting. Swifty and Mountain. I think they haven't yet played their land. No. Alright, we die to bolt. It is what it is. Hey, we didn't die. We did not die. Stronghold, Field of the Dead. Boom. Combat, attack, yes. And I think I get Radiant Fountain, Basic Forest. Opponent concedes, okay. I was gonna get Radiant Fountain, Basic Forest because I actually want to pact for an Azusa in order to bog my opponent. Because one of the very few ways that my opponent would get to get back into the game, would have to get back into the game, would be through another Bedlam Reveler. And just like chaining some burn spells at my face. Yeah, we're good. Couldn't I Sandhome? Yeah, I could have. I could have if I wanted to. I guess I could have double stricken the Titan and just go for lethal. Yeah, that might have been better. Yeah, because there was no Soul Scar Mage in play, right? So my opponent's burn spells don't mess with my math. My opponent kept 7. This means I'm gonna take at least 1 hit from a large Swift Spear. I think I have to ship this. This is significantly better. Keep. Yeah, I'm going to bottom the field. Damn. They always have the Swift here. To that my LGS is modern. Oh, I actually messed this up. I should have main phase to kill this. Yeah, I should have main phase kill this. Because now I enable my opponent's the cantrip that draws. Whew, rewarded. Rewarded. Get out of here. Ugh, brutal. This is so painful. So close. Yeah, second Swiss Spear is it's just too much here. And the Metamorphose, yeah, I don't think we can win anymore. My opponent will need to have 3 mountains in hand. Oh, they have a crash through. Never mind, we're super mega dead. I guess we can top deck exactly explosives off the top, and my opponent have 2 blanks. We can pact for Baloth. I mean, I guess I'm dead otherwise, so this is like my only chance. This is very unlikely to be enough, but it's literally the only thing that I can do. We die to Lightning Bolt, we die to Lava Spike, we die to many, many things. Lava Dart also kills me, yeah. Alright, GG's. Man, that was awkward. That hand did not work out. Yeah, the Prowess matchup can be rough. The fact that we're playing these members can be pretty hurtful. Steam King though. Whew. Hi, right over the I did not see your message earlier. Welcome to the stream. Casting this member and not paying life. Yeah, that's a rare one considering we have 3 black sources, I guess. 3 black sources total in our deck. That's like the full value of this member. Feels great. So someone playing Amulet. Oh yeah, I read that comment. 4 with Vesuva. Yeah, but Vesuva only works if you already have another black source in play, right? Hey, Charonbound, how's it going? Squatch Cry. Chief has some very sweet emotes. Alright, come on, opponents. Show up. Playing against Onk Mage. Fine keep. Fine keep. We can keep this. Oh, I'm doing great, Charonbound. That Seth emote is so good. I love it. Having 2 of our basics kind of sucks. We're playing against humans, though. Sanasusa. We need land, so basically I'm getting Breeding Pool over literally anything else. The good thing here is that we can turn to Asusa turn 3 Titan if my opponent doesn't have a Meddling Mage. And I'm cutting by 1 the turns that I give my opponent for drawing a Meddling Mage. So that's good. Thalia does literally nothing. Play Castle here. Hey, Wilholex, how's it going? Thank you for the raid, appreciate it. Welcome everybody from Wilholexp stream. We just got our ass kicked by Mono Red Prowess, but unless my opponent has a Meddling Mage here, we should be in pretty good shape. Been watching your videos for a long while, and I finally beat the build and built Amulet. Nice. Took it to Modern Night yesterday. I went undefeated playing the 30 lands explore list. I even won the mirror match thanks to advice from your stream. Thank you for making it. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Please no grease. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Nice. Yeah. So we play both lands. We Titan. And we're gonna get a bazillion zombies here. Field of the Dead plus Simic Growth Chamber. Opponent concedes. I guess it would have been correct for me. Instead of getting double fielded, I should have gotten Tolaria West plus Indigo Chamber, because my opponent can like Reflector Mage into Meddling Mage and actually lock me out of recasting my Titan. So having access to a Tolaria West in hand that I can transmute for Engineered Explosives was 100% the line. That was actually a punt on my side. I wasn't punished, and my opponent was very hasty to concede, but I could have gotten punished definitely. So yeah, keep that in mind. Take this out, take this out, take this out. Explore is horrendous in this matchup. Especially on the draw. On the play, I could see playing some number of Explorers. No Reliquary today? No. I'm testing for the GP today, and I'm not gonna be playing the Night of the Reliquary version at the GP. So let's see what my opponent did over there. Did they mold? They mold to 6. So they're probably hard molding it into Meddling Mage, and I actually have an answer to Meddling Mage in this hand, so I'm gonna keep it. I also have the cards to play the current version, but haven't seen you on the list in a while. Do you think of that version at the moment? I think that version is it's good against specifically. Well, I'll take it, I guess. It's good against specifically the Urza decks, but it's not as good against some of the other decks in the metagame. Like, it's not as good against the Stoneblade decks. It's pretty terrible against Mono Red Prowess. So that kind of stuff. Do you plan to play Yoko list for GP? I don't think so, Asgard. I think I'm way more. I think I'm way more leaning to play something like this. Playing Reliquary, the Theft and Taxes list, doing so much work. Yeah, Reliquary is amazing. So we have a cantrip, but this hand needs a Titan and more lands. I'm a greed monster, so I'm gonna keep it. This is probably mulligan though. This is probably humans again. It's not the same. No, it's not the same player. Back-to-back humans player. Okay, so we found a Titan, so we're basically looking for land here. Rot Farm. Yep. Name Shaman. Cast Rex Sage. Huh? Huh? You see that synergy right there? That's called synergy. So best possible draw is Amulet. If I draw Amulet, I play Amulet. 1, 2. Asusa. Up to 5 mana. Explore. Yep. We can't cast Titan unless I draw another Amulet. Anyway. Have you finalized your list for the GP? Not yet, Goblin Guy. That's why I'm testing. I'm checking out the last couple of slots. The most interesting card is Beast Within. I think I'm gonna try to go a little bit longer in today's stream. So I'm probably gonna be streaming 3 leagues instead of the 2 that I usually stream. Just so I can make like changes and stuff. Alright, so they do get some value, which is obviously bad for me. It would be so much better if they got no value. It's not the end of the world though. That's actually not bad. It just buys time. But we're still pretty dead to a meddling mage. Pretty dead to a meddling mage. And we are actually like pretty far from finding an answer to meddling mage. Oh, they have it. That's brutal. Yep. All right. Picula so strong. Picula so strong. Game 1, this card can be such a pain in the ass. I can flash this in end step, so it doesn't really matter. And then my opponent offers double block. Obviously, I'm taking it. Ugh. Brutal. So at this point, I kind of just need my opponent to punt, which is not likely to happen. So I'm just going to try to delay my death for as long as I can. So I'm just going to just throw some chump blockers under the bus. Rex Sage for no value. The good thing is that right now we're at a point where I can play explosives, crack it, and cast Titan everything on the same turn, so my opponent can't get me. We have 0 blue sources though, so even if we draw Tolaria West, that doesn't really do anything for us. Oh, that's a great emote. That's such a great emote. I tried to do this Akama one, but it doesn't work. Oh, the amulet with the glasses is just, it's complete gasoline. What are we up to? 30 lands? Yeah, we're doing 30 lands. Oh, if my opponent names explosives here, we're basically just dead. Yep. So my only out at this point is to naturally draw a Field of the Dead, and then the turn after naturally draw a bounce land, and then the turn after naturally draw another Field of the Dead. Yeah, we can't win anymore. Like, this is gonna clock me before I get to do anything. Meddling Mage is a heck of a card against us. Actually, let's do this. Better. Beast Within, never gonna name it with Mage. Yeah, but it's pretty bad. Like, giving my opponent a 3-3 against the aggro deck is actually pretty horrendous. Like, I don't want a second one. Giving them a 3-3 is brutal. I wonder if Human is gonna be popular at the GP. There's no way. Jeff got 13 with a tier 1 sub. Welcome to the Primetime Stronghold. Thank you for the 2 months of support. Welcome back. Okay, I mean, we have an Azusa, we have a Titan, and an answer to a Meddling Mage. Why Beast Within over Trophy? Have you seen our mana base? How are we supposed to cast Trophy? I love casting my spells. That's like not drawing a card. We basically skipped the draw step there. Would you add back a Walkie Bee if you think there are going to be a lot of humans for Hornet Queen? Yeah, they are certainly very, very possible. It's very possible for me to bring those cards if I expect a lot of. God damn it! Oh. So I need to double exactly castle? Man, this is so bad. Fry's Gas versus Oko, and yeah, I mean, it brings it down to 1. I guess that's pretty good. I'm even in a situation where I might be forced to kill this Mantis Rider, honestly. Bringing Fry versus humans, Meddling Mage. I mean, I would bring in Fry against humans for sure. It kills Meddling Mage, it kills Mantis Rider, which are like literally the 2 most important ways that our opponent has of killing us. And that would also bring in. It also kills Deputy of Detention. So yeah, Fry. If you're playing Fry in your sideboard, you should definitely bring it against humans. I actually think that Fry is a great sideboard card in Amulet. Basically takes care of all the troublesome cards I want to take care of, right? This is. Oh, this is so bad. So if I kill the Mantis Rider in response, my opponent copies Meddling Mage. If I kill the Meddling Mage, I honestly don't think I can beat either. But I I need to draw exactly because now I'm on a 2-turn clock because I went down to 12. So I need to draw exactly Castle Garenbrig. Can't even activate Sunhome to kill this thing. Yep, I think we're just gonna die here. If this were a gemstone, this is also the worst art breeding pool. So this would be a gemstone actually. This is the land that would be a gemstone mine. If this were a gemstone mine, we had one more turn. I've also found Firespout the best card versus the Monument or Red Blitz. I'm not sure we have the slots. Yeah, I think that Firespout is actually great. It's also very very good against humans. Like Firespout would be the nuts right here, right? Just blowing up everything. It's also something else that Meddling Mage needs to name. Yeah, like the list that we're playing certainly struggles against this card specifically. Obviously, right? Would have had one more turn and potentially enough to white one. Concede. That sucks. Let's try this. Um, We're gonna do this after a short break, but we'll be playing the next league. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. We're going to be playing this list where we brought back the fourth explorer to help with game one consistency, and we brought the sage to the sideboard. So yeah, like, subscribe, all the good stuff. See you in the next one.